Welcome to today's do-it-yourself topic, 60 plus tips on how to uplift and boost your emotional mental state using do-it-yourself CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, and get into emotional resourceful states for a meaningful, constructive life. For the real value addition to this topic, please focus only on the content. Kindly ignore my lacunas in pronunciation, tone, expressions, accent, grammar, my looks and even these videos background. If you need help on any specific topic or need coaching, mentoring, counseling to overcome the issues, the challenges, the problems you're facing in your personal, professional, business part of life, along with the relationship issues, kindly email me on the IDs given in either of my two websites. Please like the videos which adds value to you. Kindly subscribe and share this message about coaching session and the videos with your near and dear ones. Now coming back to our topic, 60 plus tips on how to uplift and boost your emotional mental state using do-it-yourself cognitive behavior therapy and get into resourceful states for a meaningful constructive life through identifying situations, identifying your triggers, identifying your thoughts, identifying your feelings, identifying your actual behaviors, then thinking differently, challenging thoughts, making changes in your behaviors, and managing your strong distressing feelings. First, CBT is a doing therapy, facing your fears, testing your beliefs and assumptions, replacing your unhelpful habits, learning new skills. Understand the type of cognitive distortion happens with you. For this, you need to identify and note down in a diary everything that makes you feel bad, ashamed, guilty, embarrassed, regretful are the candidate for your analysis. Because when you change the way you think, how you feel has to change if you have identified the right trigger response cause. To do this, first break upsetting and unsettling events into small components. Identify situation. Take the most recent situation which made you highly distressed. Ask yourself, who was there? What happened? When did you experience this problem first? Then identify your triggers. 7 questions to ask. What actually triggered this reaction in you? What went through your mind at the time? You can include your thoughts, beliefs, interpretation, predictions, assumptions, memories, images, or a combination of any of these. What made you so anxious, angry, or depressed? What actually happened? Do you get into these types of negative mental emotional states often and frequently? Which situation or which person managed to press your triggers and make you unnerved? What thoughts or images goes through your mind when you are in this state? What exactly in your situation disturbs you? Then identify your thoughts. What were the most dominating thought in your mind? What was the inner self-talk? Write your own. The following 7 are the sample. I am in danger right now. The worst has already happened. I can't do anything. There is no hope. Again I screwed up. I must run away and go far. They have all the power. I am so unlucky. Now, identify your feelings. Identify all the emotions and put a name as per these 2 suggestions. First, anger, anxiety, terror, rage, feeling like shit, frustration, guilt, shame, sadness, embarrassment, etc. What physical symptoms did you notice, in case there was any, like palpitations, rapid breathing, difficulty breathing, lightheadedness, dizziness, shaky, sweaty, hot flashes, or just losing the sense of where you are? Now, identifying your actual behaviors and actions that you took. 9 questions. Identify your actual reactions, response, and behaviors and note down what you did immediately and in aftermath. Note down all, like what was your body posture? Did you lash out or hit back or had the urge of doing it? Did you attack or run away or started arguing or started shouting or started crying or got into a shell? Started avoiding people or places? Becoming asocial? Stopped going out? Going to certain places at certain times, like going for shopping at smaller shop and a time when you know there won't be much people. Only going with someone specific. Try to leave early and escape if forced into social situations. Using these safety behaviors through avoiding people or situations might help you feel better at that time. but ensures that your anxiety continues or even increases. If you don't face people who make you anxious with the intention of overcoming your anxiety or avoid facing difficult situations, you won't be able to find out what will actually happen. So the belief that causes anxiety remains, along with your anxiety. Noticing these thoughts, feelings, and behaviors take time and practice. The more you practice, the more you will notice them. The more you notice them, the more you will be able to make helpful and effective changes. Now, thinking differently. Don't assume everything you feel and think are truth and facts. Learn to identify and challenge objectively all your negative thoughts. First, while we cannot stop our thoughts and we cannot control them, whatever we do, the thoughts are going to happen anyway, but we can choose how we react to them. Thoughts are generated randomly and automatically. They are not necessarily true and not necessarily helpful many times. We can learn and train ourselves to react to thoughts differently. Now, challenging thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought a fact or just a thought? 8 methods. Is there another way of looking at it? What advice would you give to someone else facing the same situation? Is your reaction in proportion to the actual event, or it is a result of distortion that your mental filters have done? Is this really important? Will it be still important after say 5 years? Will someone outsider viewing the situation will feel the same way? Then go and check with someone you respect to verify. What evidence is there that this thought is true? Can there be a different and more objectively balanced way of looking at it? How learning to respond would add value to my big picture? Now, learning to disassociate or distancing yourself from these thoughts. 7 tips. Facing fears through controlled and structured exposure. It is the most important step in learning to effectively manage your anxiety. Exposure involves gradually and repeatedly entering feared situation until you feel less anxious. Locate the problem and brainstorm solutions. Create statements to counteract negative thoughts. Find new opportunities to think positive thoughts. Finish each day by visualizing its best part. Learn to accept disappointments as a normal part of life. Now, making changes in behaviors. Doing these 12 things and doing them differently. Changing what we normally do can greatly affect the way we feel and think. Ask the following question. What helped you cope and get through? What did you avoid doing? What you could have done differently? What would someone else have done in that situation? Take a person whom you admire and respect very highly and whose behavior you are familiar with. In the past, did you face the similar situation and handle it more effectively? Then, what all did you do? If you are given a second chance, what would you do differently? Is it really worth all the emotional trauma that you make yourself go through? Note down several options that you would do differently if faced with similar situation and people. Choose to do what works for you and makes you comfortable in thinking and taking these actions. Learn to pause and give little gap between your initial shock and urges to react. Can work wonders by helping you see the situation more clearly and do what action to take. Divert your attention. Go for a physically intensive activity. Get a balance of energizing and draining activities. Go for a mix of physical exercise, walk, swim, cycle. Experiment with various relaxations and meditation techniques and choose one that works for you. Meditation can be effective only when you're calmer internally. Use prayers in the time when you're feeling completely hopeless. Help others be with your loved ones. Your focus has to be on something within your area of influence and control, and small victories, milestones, and wins. List all your accomplishments, however small, and be proud of all these, which happened solely as a result of the changes you incorporated within yourself. Without making an excuse or justifying a wrong action or not having done something, be kind to yourself. It is easy to get caught up in negative self-talk without even realizing it. But constantly getting down on yourself is not going to inspire the confidence needed to help you feel better. Involve yourself in doing what makes you come alive and what you love, which matters to you, and that gives you sense of mastery. Check out if what used to give you joy in the past. Try and see if it still makes you feel good. If it does, do it more often. If it does not, try something else. Practice common sense thinking because your interpretation matters, as there is always another way of looking at any situation, and we can choose the comparison we make. Learn and do a behavioral experiment. Identify the beliefs to be tested. Choose the beliefs that causes you maximum distress. Plan an experiment that could test the belief. Identify any obstacle that could make it difficult to carry out the experiment. Carry out the experiment. Record the result. Reflect on results and re-rate how strongly you believe in the original belief now. Provide evidence that support your assumptions as well as evidence that does not. Role play through visualization and future pacing techniques of NLP and then in real time. Improve your problem solving skills by proactively seeking challenging tasks and solving them to gain familiarity and confidence in certain situations. Go for polishing your social skills. Learn and practice to be assertive. Now, 6 ways to manage your strong, distressing feelings and attention. Shift your focus of attention by physically moving to different environment. Go somewhere different or do and fix that needs cleaning, painting or repairing, and you can do it now. Process your feelings. First, feel all your emotions, pains, body reactions, and then by sharing with someone close and trusting. Work on your physical body by trying out progressive muscle relaxations, doing vigorous physical activity or exercise. Go for a run, swim or stretch. Handling big overwhelming tasks and breaking them into smaller, more achievable steps. A simple exercise to do to put all what I have shared before in this video. Focus deliberations of yours in a structured manner. First, create 7 columns in an A4 page or Excel sheet. Note all your responses to the above 5 situation, triggers, thoughts, feelings, and your real-time behavior in 5 different columns. Read your statement to feel for yourself the distortion and then write all the distortion like all your faulty assumptions, overgeneralization, all or nothing thinking, mental filter, and jumping to conclusion or anything else that you note in the 6th column. In the 7th column, you write what you think is the most appealing rational response on how you would like to act in future or in hindsight, using and incorporating change in behavior and action that from now on you will use. Now, there are 16 reasons when our emotions becomes problematic and need to seek help. When your strong feelings go on for too long, when they interfere with our ability to live our lives, when they're out of proportion to what most other people would feel in that situation, when we become scared of our own body feelings, when we feel too much unnecessarily, when we feel too scared in certain situations, when confronted with certain things, we get paralyzed into inaction. We might feel scared by what is going on in our own minds and what we think we might do. When we worry too much about what other people will think of us or how they will react. When we keep reflecting on something embarrassing and then make ourselves a social recluse. When we feel too little, like we may find it difficult to feel pleasure or have fun and relax. When we feel hopeless, when we lack the motivation to do anything, when we don't have any reaction, we feel numb due to some trauma, when we are unable to regulate our emotions effectively,